There is a magical place in this world called Tuscany. Even if you have come to know this place through countless famous films and photographs, it can be difficult to define that unique feeling you experience when you are finally there. Today I want to take you on a short journey through the places and moments that captured my heart. Our adventure began with renting a car in Florence. Then we left Florence slowly through the city, and soon enough we could already admire our first glimpses of Tuscan nature. At the beginning, we were surrounded by the views of one of the more recommended roads for its beautiful and diverse landscapes. The gentle breeze moving through the countless fields and hills, the all-surrounding silence with a distant horizon hidden among the hills, the nature and the sky that seem to prevail here and somehow see you completely stripped of your masks, revealing all those parts of yourself that you usually keep hidden, the ways you feel lost in life, the need for change, the need for freedom, the need for a new beginning. All of it seems to rise here from the deepest corners of your soul. A beautiful road lined with cypress trees leading somewhere unknown caught our attention enough that we decided to turn around and see where it would take us. We ended up at a mysterious building, probably a restaurant or some kind of guest accommodation. We didn't see anyone around, though the doors were opened with information, so we briefly looked around, watching the work taking place in the fields, and then continued back on the main road. Our next stop was a beautiful and very well-kept place with a hotel, a little shop and cafe, which was preparing for an event or evening celebration. We could still sit down in the small cafe, ask the man working there about a few things, and enjoy a coffee with truly delicious cookie and a wonderful view. It was the perfect place to stop and simply enjoy this moment. As we continue our journey, we admired the small towns and their unique idyllic atmosphere, combined with that so-called slow life kind of feeling. In one of them, we stopped to climb a free medieval tower and see the endless Tuscan landscape from above. There are many wonderful places in the world. Each one has its own unique character, and in each you can gain new experiences, things that leave you with beautiful memories or plant a seed of inspiration and reflection. This very space, the quiet, the rays of sunlight, the misty mornings, or the endless stars across the night sky make something inside you move. We also turned into an interesting-looking little street and discovered a path leading into a mysterious, almost magical-looking forest. Honestly, there was something ethereal about this place. It was just us and the silence, Although, who knows, maybe some curious elves were watching us from behind the trees. Along the way, we stopped for a while in the small town of Bocelli. This place completely charmed me and my companions too, despite its modest size. It had a certain wonderful energy, hard to put into words. Something about this place made me feel so safe, free, and happy. I imagined a horseback ride through these surroundings must be absolutely wonderful. Something quite unexpected happened when we arrived at the main square. We found a large group of people celebrating. At first, we watched them from a distance, but when we heard a familiar language, we were really surprised and decided to ask what they were celebrating. It turned out that one of the couples was celebrating their wedding anniversary, and they warmly welcomed us as a people from the same country. They offered us some truly delicious champagne, told us many interesting stories. One of the men mentioned that he was opening a new Andrea Bocelli exhibition at the local museum the following week. Thanks to this unexpected encounter, the place became an even more special memory for us. The rest of the journey passed peacefully. We managed to reach Livorno before sunset, listen to the sound of the waves, and eat some good seafood. There also happened to be some kind of event with live music that evening, so there were lots of people around and the atmosphere felt almost like a little festival. On our way back to Florence, most of us were already dozing off while I was watching the beautiful full moon above the Tuscan hills. We came back to the parking lot just before it closed at 1 a.m., so we were genuinely happy after such an extraordinary day. During this journey, I get to enjoy beautiful views, moments filled with joy and spontaneity, but also moments of quiet reflection. Moments like this remind me to enjoy the present, laugh at the little silly things, try to carry positive energy, learn to be here and now, stay open to the world and curious about new experiences, flavors, observations and people's stories. And take care of the connections we have with both people and nature. I think these are the moments when I feel the happiest. Not hiding too much from the world, not judging yourself, your mistakes, or your body too harshly, because life is simply too short for that. Not comparing yourself too much to others, because everyone carries a different story and different wants. Accepting the cycles of nature and the fact that everything passes. Finding peace, acceptance, and gratitude within yourself for all the challenges that once worried you, but that you have already managed to overcome. Appreciating what is good and looking towards the future with a smile, because even if the sky becomes cloudy for a while, the sun will eventually return, and there may still be so many beautiful moments waiting for you. Tuscany reminded me all of this. I left a part of my heart there, so one day I will have to return for it.